You identify with today. It is me, the ArcanaAngel, again. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in to the Belle jar. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Psalms 56 and 8 says God is attentive to your suffering. We got the energy of custody battles out earlier, but one energy that we didn't talk about was the family secrets. And so Spirit sent me back to the table because I'm spirit-led, cornbread fed. Y'all know I am in the South, y'all. The hidden formula, the hidden key, the blueprints, family secrets, or secret family. I don't know where this is going. Hopefully it's not a long message. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. It's late, and y'all know I do not like to do late readings. It's past my bedtime. A quarter past. I didn't even gonna say nothing else, but let me get off of that. Inviting in the spirit of wisdom and truth, of course, giving honor to the Most High. So we step into these universal energies: air, water, fire, and space. Stepping into the mysteries of the family secrets. A lot of people have been deceptive, tolerant, nuclear. A lot of stuff about inheritance. Inheritance been coming out for a long time. And just really about finishing what you started, right? Something not being properly understood or not communicated properly within the family boundaries is what I'm getting intuitively just from stepping into the energy so far. I feel like it's two different secret societies, two different families, two different I feel like two different families of structure, right? Higher society, secret society, could be secret societies, you know, but joining together, two secret society families. But let's get grounded, spirit-led, cornbread fed. Something is clashing. Some of these family secrets or secret families is disturbing. The oracle came out. Oh my God, look at this. And then pets did come out. So some of your family members could, the pedigree, right? What kind of pet? Look, that's a mixed breed. Then I tell you two of the different families coming together. Two different breeds coming together, two different lineages coming together. But Anubis, you know, this is waiting for judgment, waiting to be crossed over. And this is the Most High himself. And we were talking about that Belle's jar. Remember I said God is attentive to your suffering. If you was in a battle, a custody battle, anything, he is there. But even if it has something to do with the pets, because, you know, people often battle for pets too. But a lot of feuding going on. But we gonna see. We're gonna see what all this have to do. 44, 35, somebody could be in between the ages of 35 and 44. This could have been happening for 35, 45, 44 years. But 44 is the master learner. And that was all about the energy, right? Learning these family secrets. I feel like that's a great thing, learning these family secrets, being able to cross over, being able to pass down to keep it going. Right? Family ranking. Either ranking, it's something about the family ranking or the family order. right? Somebody might be getting ready to move up in rank, but that happens when somebody passes, right? When one generation passes, then the next generation step up. So we did talk about that earlier in the last video with the Belle's jar. So make sure you go and check out those shorts. I know you probably don't have time to listen to the whole video unless you're cleaning up or something, you know, driving or something. Other than that, go check out the shorts. 44, the master learner. Live a balanced life. Strive for balance without collapsing into the chaos. Overcoming these family, all this deception. I told you somebody's very tolerant, accepting chaos as a part of the balance, accepting what went on, accepting the secret families or accepting the family secrets as a part of the balance. How do we strive for balance without succumbing to obsession and the chaos that it brings? The ancient Egyptians were well acquainted with the forces of order and chaos. Everything from the politics to the myths to the perception of not only the never-ending battle between order and chaos, but also their elegant dance. That's like giving one family being chaos. You know how they say the daddy side of the family is like usually the wild side and the mama side is usually the reserved side, which is great because you do want your lady to be reserved, right? And you do want your daddy to be a little bit strict, a little bit authoritative, a little bit strong and outgoing, for sure. But that's just giving me that kind of energy. We must recognize the role that chaos plays in our lives. We don't have to like it, but we should not seek to create it. Break it. Okay, so this is like putting the cap on it, the Belle's jar, right? Keeping the negative energy out. Breaking the generational curses. Not succumbing to what they went through before you, basically. Right? You don't have to accept the inheritance of chaos, for sure. Without balance, enlightenment is impossible. That's why it was so important on that Belle's jar energy, right? To keep the negative energy out, to go ahead and release. That video was all about like release, 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 release. Yeah, it might be shocking. Like some of the things that you might hear in this video, maybe trigger warning. I should have put that in the title. Trigger warning, because I don't know what might come out. Anyway, oh, but swallow. The Most High, overseeing everything. 35. I feel like happy changes, necessary changes, the scoop on the change, the scoop on the secret, the scoop on the family secret. Somebody's about to get the one up or find the origin, because we do have the origin out here under the family. Like, where did all this start, right? Knowing where you come from so you know where you're going. Greatness with humility, responsibility despite the cost. Do the right thing. Oh, Botswana. Remember what it said? Just because everything is chaotic, family is chaotic, the secrets are swarming around you, don't be part of the chaos. Don't be part of the problem. Be part of the solution, because the Most High is here and saying, above all, do the right thing. It's very, 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 very important. Do the right thing. Greatness comes in many forms. Parents, okay, look at that. Spirit, lead us on. Spirit-led, cornbread fed. Talking about the family secrets, or the secret family. Parents are great, for they labor to bring forth the next generation. Confirmation rules the nation. One might hold their investments manager in awe, describing him as a genius. Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that spirit-led, cornbread fed is about to be a change in the ranking? The responsibility, taking responsibility, being able to learn, I feel like is going to be the deciding factor. Doing the right thing is going to be the deciding factor. The creator of mankind, Obatwala, formed each individual one at a time. It was a lot of work. He got thirsty, so he indulged drinking beer. That came out in that joy energy. Like somebody might like to drink moonshine or beer or just a lot of wine, right? Drinking a lot of wine. Alcoholism might be a family secret, some kind of generational curse. You might be the one that needs to break that or will be able to break it. It said that he was working tirelessly, making everybody one at a time, then started drinking a lot of wine, was influenced, got sleepy, vision got distorted. Then when he woke up, he realized all the people that he made after he drank the wine was deformed. Deformed family. Disturbing. Said he woke up and everybody that he made after the wine was deformed. The mighty Obatwala had created people who did not work the same as the others did. They had special needs that came out in the energy. Right? The mental disorders. See, a lot of people's mental disorders and mental distress, mental illnesses are passed down through the family. I know it sounds funny, but once I start dating more and growing more, and that's probably why Spirit led me here, because I'm the person that I do love to learn. And I started asking people, like one time I was dating a guy and he was paranoid schizophrenic. I thought I could save the world. Man, he was sexy though. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, he was like the bomb. Without that mental disorder, he would have been like the perfect guy. Thought I could save him. Mental disorder, you can't save the world. It almost cost me my life dealing with him. And so after I dealt with him, I started asking people, do you have any mental illness in your family? Like, you know, and then people look crazy, but if you're dating, unless it's casual, you know you're dating casual, or if you're dating, right, to keep the bloodline going. Right? You know if you're dating to breed, or if you're dating just to be seen, right, for the clout. But I asked, do you have any mental health issues in your family? Like, that's a dating question. Like, if you are looking to start a family and fall in love and you out here really dating, like, you got to find a creative way. That's part of the energy of being creative, and you're communicating, learning how to ask these questions without offending anybody or running them off. Like, kind of like people that deal with astrology and go by zodiac signs. You just don't meet everybody and be like, what's your sign? No, you figure out a creative way to work it in to the conversation. You have to be creative when you're doing this stuff. It say after he woke up and everybody was deformed with these mental illnesses, that he took responsibility and became their protector and champion. So some of you creatures, beautiful creatures, your beautiful beasts, might be feeling urges to work in the fields that, like, some of you know what these disorders are, or these illnesses are, because it's not just mental illness. It could just be like heart conditions or anything like that, diabetes that run heavily down in your family line, like wanting to work and actually be a champion for them, like start a foundation, and work for the cause, right? Being a part of the solution and not part of the problem. I love that. It's genius. And then it also says that the great abattoir swore off of alcohol. That's what he's talking about, breaking those generational curses. Rejecting the sickness, vibrating so high that you literally reject it. Like it can't even come, it can't enter into your atmosphere, separating the firmament, separating the two. The Belle's jar, right? Tangible boundaries. They'll be able to look down the line and see exactly. Look, I love that, because this, when I was looking at his staff, is like the different generations, right? And it's like you'll be able to look down the line and see exactly where the change is coming. Like, it's history in the making, y'all. You'll be a part of it, or somebody that you're close to. If it's not you, it's them, or somebody in your environment, in your family. Family being a parent, right? It already talked about the parents, siblings, children. It could, you might not even have no blood. It could just be somebody that you're in a unit with, working together for a common cause, right? For that foundation, for the family, for the cause. It could be breast cancer awareness, because we did get breast cancer. So I'm telling you, go and have your check, ladies and gentlemen, because it go both ways, right? But breast cancer came out in the reading before, in the Belle's jar, and it's coming out again. Those things that we repeat, that we definitely want to be attentive to. Said, make the right decisions above all. We can learn from Batwala, even if news reports are full of corrupt. And I was just thinking that, like, Lord, where is this reading about to go from her? Said, even if the news is full of corruptness, people who only care for themselves, we must take responsibility. No matter how disastrous, how bad things were, all the regrets, all the fears, no matter, we have to push through those. We don't need the threat of exposure or arrest as motivation. It is enough to know that we are doing the right thing. So, family secrets, secret families. You shouldn't have to be threatened to make the right decision. Disturbing. Feel like some of these family we already know, and I feel like some of them, most of them are just fragile. The family is a fragile system right now, one of the most fragilest systems right now. And I feel like I'm so grateful to be given this message, how we can build it up, right? How we can make stronger bonds, giving us something to celebrate. Something that we thought was gonna be bad. Remember, God turned it around and used it for our good. So we're gonna break this thing on down. I told y'all it's my bedtime. I don't want to be on here too long. But you know, the Belle in the Belle's jar is all about something beautiful, the vision, the picturesque. Some favoritism was going on in the family. Who should be the top dog? Who's going to be the next matriarch? Right? Competition. The matriarch is supposed to be the oldest member of the family. But how can you be the matriarch if you're not taking responsible actions? Because it's going to all be, or patriarch, it's going to all be messed up like, Botswana. So we're going to pull and see where we are. And then they brought up the cost. Remember, the cost was, in the last video, Spirit had gave us the cost of this shift. was calling your power back. And it's so funny because the cost in the last video is the Emperor card, and he pulled his wand. He had the wand in that card, and he was calling his power back. Taking responsibility. Like if you've been hurt or rejected in your family, it's okay. It's about to call. You're about to be powered up, ranked up. I feel like stronger, super than what they thought that you would ever be. They probably laughed at you and everything, probably called you strange, and they the ones with disabilities and stress and depression, thinking that they got the power and they really don't. They on death's doorstep. Let's see where we at. What's up with the family, Spirit? Good. He want us to be stable, secure. Boy, it's all about the family. Didn't I tell you, foundation? Your house is protected. Woo, this is good. See, like, I'm so glad because when we talking about family secrets and secret families, to find joy and stability, first card out, strongest energy. We are protected. Let's say you got to pay the cost to be the boss. You got to let some things go. You got to call your power back. Everybody can't go. Remember, everybody ain't your family. No way. Everybody don't have the same values. Just because you blood don't make you family. That's what Spirit is saying. Blood is going to point you. Family is going to help point you towards your vision. Family is going to help you work towards the common goal. Joy and stability. Yes, bringing the joy back. Right. Oh, I love this. Okay, now. Underlying energy, strengthening bonds. Remember, that's what the Spirit said. Right? Deepening the bond. Strengthening the bond. That's what make you a family, right? The bond of love, the bond of support. So it's strengthening in some of our, look, hearts is opening up the heart chakra and the root chakra. Yes. Yes. I love it. Yeah, that's that detachment, right? The cost. Stepping out of the dark place, being open, being honest. I love that. The one. We have the one, the three, the oracle, underlying energy. Okay. See how Spirit, I love it. That's why I'm spirit-led, cornbread fed. Underlying energy, being open, honest, is opening up the way to strengthen your family bonds, your core. To strengthen you, your heart, right? That you can gain these confidence in who you are and where you come from, no matter the trials. That's the four. That's the one. That's the beginning. Then we had the oracle. That's the three. The message. It is written, right? The secret society, like, it is written. I don't know if you know how strong or how deep your roots is. The origin of your roots, but this is the key, the answer. The oracle have the answer, the blueprint, the hidden knowledge. So that's the underlying energy to breaking the generational curses, the hidden knowledge. And then what popped out, I said, Spirit, where are we? The four. 1, 3, 4. Joy and stability. He's making us, stepping us up, that we can lead, that we can actually have this joy and stability, this commitment. Family is all about commitment. How do you get joy and stability? Through commitment. Remember, Spirit said we have to stay committed to the dream, be devoted, devotion. And when I looked, I said 1, 3, 4. So the only thing that's missing is the 2. And when I picked up the oracle, the mother stone came out. And you see, 2 and a 4. The interest. The values, that's the shared interest. Those are those shared values. That's that bond, the partnership, seeing both sides, the good and the bad, taking the bitter with the sweet, navigating through the storm. Navigated through the storm. Today is an 18-day. Get my notes. Yeah, creating meaningful relationships. Overcoming the limits. I'm loving this energy, y'all. I mean, I'm so sorry. But I'm loving this energy. Yeah, that's what he said. Care. Commitment's about to pay off. Being committed to the bond is about to pay off. But on the bond that share the same beliefs, the same values, the same commitment that's working towards the blueprint. That believe in the hidden knowledge. That want to learn it, that's eager to learn, to pass down. Humility said, Batwala said, be humble. You're closing out. Cycles are closing out. It might be 4 generations in your family. Somebody might be passing over, and then you have 3. So be encouraged. Be encouraged, because I feel like it is going to be, it's going to shake some stuff up. So we're going to break this thing down. So we see where we are. We on the route to joy and stability. So I'm going to pull some emotional responses, immature, mature responses to whatever's been going on. I'm going to pull to see what the true fear surrounding the situation is. How you really see your life and the true message. We're going to pull what's hidden, and then we're going to tap into the outcome. So let's pull some emotional response. Let's pull the emotional response. We're going to pull the immature response and the mature response. We are on the route to joy and stability. I feel like that's what Spirit told us. Clearly decide the life that we want to live. Immature response and the mature response. We're on the path to manifestation. Emotional response to old ideas. I ain't gonna say old ideas. Let's see what the emotional response for your family beliefs. Family beliefs. The immature response, emotional response, and the mature emotional response to your family beliefs. Because remember, somebody's taking over the throne. You got to know how to wield your wand. So let's see. Spirit, show us, if you don't mind, please. Emotional response. Immature response. Unending sadness of looking back. So if you are constantly looking back, if you haven't made peace with the past yet, constantly chewing over things over and over and over again from the past and haven't made peace, that is an immature response to what you're going through, to your family beliefs. Regrets, obsessive. Look, like I said, replaying the past, not having no good thoughts. Only remember, but you have good thoughts. Remember, before the Obatwala got drunk, he had plenty of good things. He created plenty of good people. Like before, whatever it is that you found out about your family or the people that you living with, or this secret family, you know, you had good things happen to you. So Spirit is saying, quit being immature, focusing on only the negative things. That's the immature, only focusing on the past. The immature response is to look back and be obsessive. Yeah, they did what they did. Yeah, they passed it on. They beat you. They clung on to you. Right? Whatever it was that caused that end that you keep going over and over in your head. I feel like somebody don't feel like they was protected enough within the household. That's an immature response, right? It's okay to look back and reflect, because that's part of the energy that we have, but to dwell on it is to get out of the pity party. It's turning you bitter. It's turning you pessimistic. And we supposed to be on the route to joy and stability. Now he say we on the route to the path of manifestation. How you go have joy and stability if you continually to beat yourself up with the past? Okay. That's the immature response. Let's see what the mature response will be. The mature emotional response towards your family, the beliefs, what you believe, what they believe. Find solutions. Then I say be part of the solution and not part of the problem. Confirmation rule the nation. Be part of the solution and not part of the problem. What did it say? Deep, dark sea mermaid. Find solutions in the unknown places in the darkness. Find solutions in the unknown, undisclosed. That means you might have to ask questions, right? It's time to start talking to your elders. Time to start talking to your elders. The mature emotional response is to talk about it. Business, love. It's time to start going deep. 16 tower moments. That's shocking. You might find some shocking revelations, some shocking news. That's that bell. The bell is jarred. Spirit says it's time to explore, like, I feel like going deep. And she is talking to, you see, she is talking to somebody. She listening. Remember, the 44 is the master learner. How do you learn? By listening. So while somebody's talking to this elder, right, or this person with the knowledge, this family member with the knowledge, right, while somebody is talking to them, she's listening, emerging in it. That's the mature part of it, being able to communicate, learn, listen. Listen, learn. Let's see. I had went and got my notes. Well, I reached over there and got it, but that's where we at with it. It's about to be a twist in the tail. A twist in the tail. If you were sad, if your days was dark, I feel like they about to be light. Yes, I love that. Yeah, so don't be afraid of the chaos, right? Chaos brings creation. Whatever is going on or had went on, it's about to change. The unexpected. Oh, look, the unexpected, a change you do not see coming. A change you do not see coming. Let's see. Let's pull a couple of cards. Let's go with the true fears. And then we'll go from there. Spirit led, cornbread fed. I do see 2 6s right here. Mental health issues is out here. Again, depression is out here. Hallucinations is out here. Even just those, somebody could definitely look different. Somebody's depressed. Somebody's getting teased. Talk to your children. Especially if you have teenagers, I think anywhere, I feel like anybody from the age of 3 to 16, You know, people they bullying, and we did talk about that online stuff. People trying to infiltrate people's online information. They could be messing with your family online, bullying you. They can't get to you, so make sure that your family is protected too, especially if they are the age of 3 to 16. Let's see what's the true fear about this family. True fears about the family. True fears. Anything else? True fears. True fears. 2 kings is out here. World card. Look, getting a hold to it this year. Look at that snake going around the world. This is a 9-year in Chinese astrology. I mean, in numerology, but it's a snake in Chinese astrology. The world is a successful completion of a cycle. Right? I feel like it's going to be hard work. You still got a lot of work to do. Right? But I feel like you're getting control of it. Getting control of it. True fears. I feel like that's part of the fear. Maybe you feel like you don't have it under control. But Spirit said, yes, you do. Look, you the great. Yeah, you got it under control. Right? You might not think you got it under control. But yeah, you coming out as the magician. All this might be new to you. You might be nervous. But Spirit said, just let nature take its course because it's inbred in you already. I hope it ain't nobody inbreeding, but we're gonna keep on going. We gonna break this thing on down. I'm sure it's gonna get interesting. Inbreeding is out here, so we got the 8 of Cups. True fears. Somebody walking away or leaving somebody behind, evolving, outgrowing. This is a community too, or the sis. Is remember I said there's like somebody they probably made fun of you for your dreams or having dreams and aspirations or whatever. Like it's causing fear in somebody to actually step out to reach the dream to go for what they know is gonna bring them happiness. It flew right over joy and stability. The King of Wands, finances. That's a true fear. Are you going to be able to secure the bag? Are you going to be able to solve these problems that your family has been having, your bloodline has been having? The King of Wands. The teacher. Somebody. I feel like that's the King of Wands. He is a teacher, an entrepreneur, right? So it could be a family business. It's like somebody's true fears is like, can they be taught the business? Can they learn the family business? Can they run the business the way that the family did it? Can they grow it, right? Can they thrive it? Can they actually get it done and reap benefits of it? True fear. It said you go find solutions in unknown places. So that's giving me like unknown money, windfalls of money, or help, right? Understanding, knowledge coming from people that that you probably didn't know, that's unsuspecting. We got the King of Swords. True fears. King of Swords. Or are you going to be able to establish yourself? It could be like, remember these two families coming together. It's like somebody could really be having a fear of, are they going to be able to establish themselves in the family? Can they come together? Am I going to be able to take authority? Like, can I take control over all these people? Am I going to be able to really listen? Somebody's worried about listening. But the King of Swords, he's a very good listener. He's a very good leader. Like, if you want to have any leaders on your team, the King of Swords is one. because they will act when they need to act. They will. That's like the police. Remember, they said you don't have to have the police to do the right thing. So somebody's true fear is being able to do the right thing without without somebody standing over them. That's slave mentality. True fear, can I do it without my brother, without my uncle, without my grandfather, without my daddy? Can I? Can I do it on my own? The entrepreneurship. Can I break free and follow the dream? Somebody got a dream that's gonna bring a whole bunch of joy. It's gonna change their whole bloodline. It's gonna, I mean, if y'all was rich, you could be richer. If you was poor, you could be getting rich. If you was rich, you could be getting poor. It's a whole bunch of things going on out here. We'll see where it's going. So far, it's looking good. Looking back ends you up in sadness. Finding solutions in unknown places. Being logical, being thoughtful, being fair, being kind. That's what move you forward. The Hermit is out here. The Hermit is rethinking something. True fears. Somebody doubting themselves. Not being for sure. Looking back. The Hermit often looks back. He's an older person. Looking back, right? Looking back at how the elders did it, or how we used to do it, or when I was young, how I did it. But you old now. Remember, it's okay to look back and reflect, but it's not good to look back and then get afraid because what you see in the mirror, the past is not what it's looking like or reflecting right now. Right now, it's looking like chaotic. Or it was chaotic, and you coming out of a chaotic place. I feel like it's chaotic right now. Because that's what he said, right? Make sure you're not part of the problem. Make sure you're not part of the chaos. Make sure you ain't getting drunk and turn the party up. Turning into the beast. And I did say something about you sexy beast out here. You sexy creatures. Somebody partner go to parties or go out and then they have a couple of drinks, get all this attention, then turn into something totally different. Wow. Oh my God, and I just seen, okay, remember what in the last video, like I said, trigger warning, but we did get the step. Oh, and y'all prayers up for Tory Lanez, because that's what I posted on the page after I got off that video. They said that Tory Lanez was stabbed in prison. Look, I told y'all, be aware, third time is a charm. The energy is out here. Not no shooting deaths, like stabbings is out here. That's part of my, now this is part of my, this is kind of, this got a little too personal, right? Because this is part of my origin story. My uncle was killed by his girlfriend. And my uncle was, they say he was a soft-spoken guy. He didn't cause trouble. He didn't do anything that we know of that was out of the ordinary. But, you know, what happens behind closed doors, those family secrets or those secrets families, there's consequences and repercussions. But alcohol is an influence. Alcohol is a big influence in the family history of who I'm talking to. That's a fear. That's a fear of somebody's. All this drinking, not being emotionally secure, not being able to calm yourself down, not being able to stop, not being able to say enough is enough, causing all the cups to spill. And the Five of Cups is usually cups left over. Something hope to look forward to. It's somebody out here, somebody suffering from addiction so bad, alcoholism so bad, temporism so bad, mental health issues so bad that somebody is in fear of somebody's life. It's a true fear. You fear going back to jail. Somebody don't want to go back to jail. Somebody said they'd rather die than go back to that place. Like somebody's already planning on it. Check on your strong friends too. Look, I told you somebody like they turned into be somebody's friend. Cause look, don't they look like the same entity? Just raised up like somebody that you wouldn't even know. That's why I said we don't know what went on in that house and my uncle when he got stabbed and killed. Because they said he was kind, mild-mannered. This ain't kind and mild-mannered. Going from this to this. Now, what caused somebody to go from this to this? Mental health, confrontation, conflict. Somebody pushing somebody's buttons. We don't know. That's the secret. But just know that just because somebody looking all calm, smiling and all of that, they showing their teeth a little bit right there. They showing them a whole lot right there. True fears. Somebody like, man, they go bring me the worst out of me. Wow. True fears. Somebody have a speech to give, and somebody really do have a fear of public speaking. Right, but Spirit said that you beautiful, you are handsome. Feel like it's a masculine energy, an air sign, a fire sign, or a man. You handsome, you strong, you wise, you got the knowledge. You got the secret knowledge. To hear you probably used to sit up under your granddaddy. Sit around your family and listen attentively. Like you was picking up stuff you ain't even know you was picking up. You was picking up stuff you ain't even know that they was putting down for you to pick up. That's what Spirit said is mature to listen. We talked about that when you pray earlier. We said when we pray, right, how many times do you sit back and listen for the response? Quietly listen for the response. Spirit, it's a time to quietly listen for the response. Let's see. Lead them up. Strength, trying to put in effort. Permission. Protected. You are protected. Permission to do what? You need the family's permission to do what? Invest. And I was thinking land, it's like you need to, it's like that inheritance or land, or even coming into union with your partner. And I know people don't do that a lot these days, but remember, Spirit said we try. That's why the family structures is fragile now. He trying to get us to have stronger family structures, units, right? Coming together, the Empress. Growth, overflowing, separating the waters. I told you, like the generations, about 4 generations. Somebody got 4 generations. Somebody's a part of 4 generations, like right now. So what do you need permission to do? Think about your family's beliefs. Think about your family's priorities. You Spirit is saying you have permission. Remember, bridging the gap. The answer is you have permission for your partner. Or you need to talk to your family. See, what do they feel about your partner? Remember, it's two families coming together, just not two people. Two families coming together. Two ideas coming together. What you need permission to do? Partner up. Could have something to do with some land. Speak on something. I did say something. Somebody did have a speech or something. Or maybe you want to give a speech, right? At a family function or something. Like, you need permission to do that. Like, don't just get up and just start talking. Right? Somebody needs to talk. And the mother stone came out. So a lot of this is going on your mother's side of the family. The Empress. Home. Mind and money. Look at them. I told you two different bloodlines, two different families, two different kinds of mixing breeds. Mixing breeds. I don't have permission to mix breed now. I come from a mixed breed family, so let me quit playing. Permission, but we got Two of Cups in the interest and the Empress out here, so it's growing. I love that. 10 Cups, emotional fulfillment, right? Unity. So make sure whoever that you do bring into this union, to this partnership, that they do. Remember, cups, shared values. That's what it's all about. You have permission as long as, because those cups are the same. You have permission as long as you share the same values, as long as the same belief. It don't matter what you look like. Speak, spirit, confirmation, rule the nation. It don't matter what you look like, but you got to have the same beliefs. You got to have the same values. You got to be committed to the same goal. You got to be committed to the bonds. Strong emotional ties. I like that. 6 Cups is making peace with the past. Separating, like, you know how we said we bridging the gap, right? Strengthening the bonds of love, right? So I love the fact that the 8 of Cups came out first. In the true fears, right? Walking away, leaving things behind, outgrowing things, outgrowing old belief systems, old ways of doing things. I love the way that you have permission to do that. Walk away from the old thing. But remember, right? Remember it. Like, you have to grow up. Your kids have to grow up. You have to grow up. You're still growing. But you have to go out into the community. That's why Spirit said it don't matter what a person look like. It's not about what's on the outside. It's what's on the inside. The energy that they contain, the Belle's jar. What's solid. You got permission. And Spirit said you're going to know. That's why you got to listen to the elders. Listen to the wise. Wisdom. Three. Longevity. Prosperity. 3 is also distress. We get in there though. We know it's some chaos that's causing people. I feel like that's stress for somebody to have to speak up and talk about the house, the land, the family, paternity, or this union. This bird is out here again. Remember, we got the bird. Feel like somebody's gonna get a happy communication. King of Wands and the Empress. Happy developments. Whatever problem it was, it's gonna turn out so far. You getting a happy, this bird is happy surprises. Permission. Look at that. Happy surprise. Did I say happy surprises? Look at that. He's just passing out stuff, just passing stuff out. The Queen of Wands. Ooh, could be a partner. Okay, we got the King of Wands out of her. It's so funny because she got that wand on her staff. Remember, you said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to tame it. It may be a feminine energy out here, earth sign, water sign, or a female, right, that is really having trouble getting something together, right? Conquering, right? Remember, that was part of the doubt, like, don't doubt yourself. You're on the right route to a successful completion. And look, it's like it's going to be under control. You got it under control. And once you conquer and complete this successful cycle this year, I feel like at the end of this year, man, yeah, making peace with the past, successful at the end of this year, from the 9 to the 10. Now, it ain't going to be easy. That is 10 wands. But look at that. A happy surprise, like in the midst of the chaos. Look, this happy surprise, this happy message. The growth. There's the owl. Look, divine feminine. Talking to the Most High, talking to spirit guides, processing, sending it on the way. And then remember, the Most High is working both sides of the street. A happy surprise. Somebody that's lived out in the coast, somebody been having a hard time, is about to get this download from an ancestor or from a mate, a soul tie. 10 pentacles, 10 cups out here. And it's going to be all good, under control. They might just be caught up right now. Secret family. Look, somebody doing bad because they with a baboon. Okay. They with a baboon. They in hangman energy. In an uncomfortable position, but it's going to bring a new perspective. Look, because the baboon mask go slip. It's a baboon. It's not a lion. Somebody was acting like they was who they was acting like something that they wasn't. They not of the same background. They don't have the same commitment. They don't have the same values and beliefs. It's about to be seen, or has been seen. The Emperor, the Hierophant. Yeah, they ain't gonna have to stamp. They ain't gonna be able to do it. Yeah, this is like, what are you committed to? What are you loyal to? This is like you and your partner. This is giving me that skeleton. Is giving me that baboon energy. It's like if you pass by and see somebody that needs some help, is this person go and you like, man, let's stop and help them change their tire? Is there somebody that's sick or something? This person will be like, man, we ain't got time for that. No, that person is dead inside. Then when judgment come, they wonder why they lacking and somebody don't have nothing for them. Anyway, let's see. Protection. Protection. You got permission. You got protection too. Protection. Right up under joy. You hear me? Did I say you got protection? The Death card. You got protection. Scorpio full moon just passed. Remember, the only one that resists. The only one that resists. Don't be resisting the police. Don't be resisting answering no questions. Don't be resisting the teachings. Because the only one that resists will not pull through. Won't survive. You got protection, the Death card. You got protection from people trying to use you for your money. You got protection for people trying to put you in compromising situations, use you for clout. You got protection from diseases, spiritual diseases. I feel like when we talking about breaking the generational curses and mental health being out here, I feel like if we have to ask those hard questions, right, to do those bloodline checks to make sure, like, if you do that, it'll be the end of those depressive, like, you know, like I said, you'll be able to tell when things changed in your family when you rewrite the history. Not rewrite it, but, you know, you'll be adding value. You'll be adding value to the history. It'll be growth. See, in the past, people was uninterested. Right? Uninterested. You had a dream, uninterested. Back then, they didn't want you. They didn't want it. But I feel like this is going to be how the story ends. You're going to draw in your family, your friends. The vision, the dream is protected. I love this energy. I love this energy. Do you? Like, let me know. Like, what's going on? But you got protection. Yes, you got the whole death angel out here. Yeah, spirits in the heavy hitters. They either go get with it or they go get on. You understand me? If you've been wondering why a lot of your family members, or when I say family, people part of your community, shared community, right? You don't necessarily have to be your parents or sisters or brothers. It could be just people in the same group, right? In the same group. You wondering why they passing out one by one? Seem like every other weekend somebody leaving. That's why. Because they resisting. They don't want to strengthen the bonds. They don't want to open their heart. They don't want to overtake the serpent. They don't want to find out about the hidden knowledge. They don't want to do the work. You or them. Somebody do though. Look, look at that Queen of Swords. Somebody do. Two divine partnerships out here. So it's making me feel like it's more about development, more about the home, your work, your family, more about establishing yourself, getting authority, learning how to manage yourself. Yeah, it's a new world. It's time for something new. It's about to be reborn. I told you somebody go save the family and somebody go run it in the ground. Three of Pentacles, searching. Taking over. The Emperor and the Empress is out here. Balance. The King of Wands, money balance, thought balance with the King and Queen of Swords out here. Then the Emperor and the Empress. Now that's domination, world domination. And beyond. Do you understand me? Elevation. Yes. Let's get some more. So you're protected. Don't worry about it. Let's see. How do you see your life? How do you see where you are right now? Not what you try to portray to everybody else, but like, how do you really see it? Tell the truth and shame the devil. Temperance. 14, temperance. You're not being patient. I feel like right now you feeling stronger. Right? I feel like with this temperance card, although it has been a long ride, although you are older, I feel like you are starting to make the right decisions, like knowing what you need to add and what you need to take away or let go, and actually trusting it. Like, I feel like you are feeling yourself getting stronger, trusting in yourself, like actually looking back, like I said, looking back and reflecting and seeing what you can change, seeing what work and what don't work, and actually putting that to use, making those decisions, right? Actually being able to digest what's going on. I feel like you kind of understand what's going on, especially if you have been losing a lot of people in your life right now. Guess what? Feel like it's a little defensive though. Be aware. I'm telling you, it could be a secret come out and make everything explode. Because look, did you notice that he was holding that knife? Defensive, protection. I mean, I feel like you got to protect yourself at all costs right now. You see yourself protecting yourself. Yeah, you see yourself as a boss, as a leader. Look, what flew out? The emperor. You see yourself as the boss and the leader. Large and in charge. Like, that's what I'm saying. If you see yourself, even though this may be the way they see you, feeble, old, past your prime or whatever, but no, you still see yourself as gaining momentum, strong, wise, ready. You know what I'm saying? Ready. You might don't take as much action as you used to. Like, you older now. But you still on the right path. You still got a whole lot to go. A lot behind you. But you still got some more to go. So, Psalms again. His riding, his staff. He got a lot of staff energy. Hope, protection, support. It's a lot of support. That's what Spirit said. You find solution in unknown places. I feel like on your journey, you probably already have been receiving support, right? From strangers, friends, people that you don't know, people that don't look like you, right? People, like I said, that's not necessarily blood, but actually are more like family than your family. And it's still continuing going. Like, your family bloodline is just blessed. Like, with that staff, Jesus had the staff. You might be part of Jewish or part of that bloodline or Hebrew, Jewish, Hebrew, Egyptian is out here. But this is old, like this is old energy, like, and that came out in the family energy, ancient concepts, ancient history. Like, you got support that go way back deeper than you probably even didn't even know. Let me show you how. This ain't even the emperor. This is the chariot. But this is the emperor. The emperor is out here, but this is the chariot. The chariot clarifying the emperor. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You definitely see yourself ready, an overcomer. You see yourself as somebody that have overcome a whole lot of different situations, different places. It's like they might have put you out. You might have been adopted, or somebody have been adopted, like, not from around here, different. Right, we already said you was different, so it could have been adoption or just somebody. You could have been a runaway or whatever, but you ended up out here by yourself, amongst these beasts. You don't look nothing like these beasts. But then I asked how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself coming back. The chariot in control. They send you out left you out in the woods, and then you in control. Right? You got control. You come back leading the pack. You definitely see yourself as a leader, strong leader, a winner, a leader and a winner. Okay. I'm glad you subscribed to my channel. Come on, Ace of Pentacles. So I was just surprised it went file of money right after this judgment. Lovers, a decision. Ten of Pentacles, strong family tie. I told you everybody can't go. People trying to separate y'all. We gonna get there. But you see yourself. Look, I told you, a long line. Look at them staffs. Born with the calling. Somebody was born and made the devil mad. You understand me? Somebody was born into wealth, but I don't feel like they necessarily knew how to use it. I think that's part of the lesson too. Remember, finances came out like that was somebody's spear. Am I gonna be able to handle all this money and responsibility? I feel like even though you have been trained from a young person up until now, yeah, okay, a couple of scenarios. Some of y'all have been trained because this go way back in your lineage, but then the people that was adopted or abandoned, that's where a lot of the fear come from too, because you haven't been trained. You don't know nothing about this. You just kind of got to get in where you fit in. But that's okay, because as we can see, once you still get in, once you go deep, once you strengthen the bonds that you have created, the spirit is putting in your line, putting you amongst kings and queens and emperors, rulers, CEOs, bosses, people that share the same mutual interests, share the same values, share the same love, right? They don't just receive love, they give love back too. Share the same vision. Let's see what the true message is. Let's break this thing on down. Because I told y'all I'm sleepy. But I'm obedient, and above all, that's what you want, an obedient reader. Above all, no matter what, obedient to the Spirit of the Most High. That's what you want, an obedient reader. The butterfly. Evolve in the next phase. Told you somebody's family is going to the next phase. Somebody's about to be, an elder is wanting to pass the torch to somebody. I feel like it's 3 candidates out here in the family that could have it. Like whatever the torch is, it could be the deed to the house, the land, the responsibility, the business. Like who gonna take over the children? God forbid somebody could have tragically passed away. I just saw that 5 Cups just reminded me it was a family of 5 that passed away in a car accident. Be aware, because it's right here on this cherry. We did talk about that drinking and driving. We said no drinking and driving. But what about the other family who's going to take care of this? A lot of responsibility. I feel like this elder have the responsibility of bestowing the wisdom and knowledge, passing the flame down. It's a king of, it's an Aquarius. It's an Aries. And it's a Pisces. The Pisces might be the youngest, but it's a Pisces that's engaged, like learning, like listening. I feel like the other 2 entities, the Aquarius or the Aries, is more, the Aquarius is very arrogant for sure, right? They got it in the bag. The Aries is like, they arrogant too, but they kind of like trying to show instead of being quiet. Remember, Spirit said you gotta listen. It's a time to listen. The immature response is to keep looking back and not to listen. You got to, okay, you gotta listen. That's how you gonna hear the call. Let's see, what's the true message? Elders passing the torch. Elders is looking at their family, reflecting. So if you have a father or a mother that's still alive, an elder, 4 generations up, grandmother, grandfather, they are looking at what they have created and what's to come next. Did you know that your elders was looking at you like that? Did you know that you had that much responsibility, or that they was wondering who was going to carry on the legacy? Who going to continue to bring stability and joy to the family? Because we're on the route to joy and stability. It's about to be an unexpected twist in the tale. atonement, a rebalancing. That's what I'm saying. It's like something is changing. Something is changing. Fairness. They talking about favor, not fair. Favor is fair. Favor come from the Most High. Being in alignment. Naturally creating favor is fair. So from childbirth, how can you say favor not fair when you was born into this? You was born into this. Favor is totally fair for you. Let's see. True message, please. Spirit. True message. Look. Outdated thinking. Conditioning. Replaying over the immature response. Somebody stuck in the immature response. Unending sadness of looking back. Or somebody have a mental health condition. Bipolar depression. Racing thoughts, confused, dazed. True message, seek help. It's okay. Talk to somebody, seek help. No, for real. True message is all kinds of, Spirit said, look, it's all kinds of options. It's all kinds of options to help you with your mental health. True message. True message. Rebuilding, persistent on rebuilding or repairing something, rekindling something, and rising up. True message. Partnership. Soul connection. It's worth the wait. What else? True message. Worth the wait. It's time to heal. It's worth the wait. Cutting those, didn't I say breaking those generational curses? It's time to heal and move on from what wasn't working, what was outdated. Right? Find solutions to keep everything going, to rise up, to give us a new mind, to renew our minds, and appreciate where you came from. Somebody needs to appreciate where they come from. Show gratitude. Show gratitude. Know your worth. Triggers is out here. Money triggers, growth triggers, somebody's mother triggers them. Somebody's mother keep somebody ego, like keep their confidence low. Somebody's mother tries to sabotage them. Somebody's mother frustrates them, triggers them. Somebody resents their mother for this. Somebody need to call their mama too. I feel like when you call your mother to do it out of love and just ask them to just listen. Like, can you just listen? Like, I don't need you to respond. Like, let me get it off my chest. Let me get it off my chest. Yeah, I need to break this chain. Somebody needs to get it off their chest. Look, didn't I say call? Somebody needs to be honest. Somebody's mother know that they have addictions, that they hiding stuff. I feel like that's the old school way of trying to break somebody down, trying to make somebody stop something. That's that outdated thinking. Right, when there's so many other options to get somebody that is in a situation of addictions and toxicity help, right? Those old school ways don't always work. Sometimes they do, but Spirit said this is a time we're bridging the gap. We have new awarenesses now. Yeah, don't let your mama trigger you. Somebody's mother is really, really triggering. I hope I don't be triggered. I try not to trigger my kids like that. But yeah, look, this releasing the past. Remember, that's the immature. That is the immature response. Looking back at the past, having regrets, being triggered, negative thoughts, like you ain't never did nothing. You don't have no happy memories. I know you done danced and smiled once in your life, to where if you only dance and smile that one time, you got that one positive thought to think about over and over again, other than the millions and thousands of negative thoughts. The mature response would be to think about that one time you smiled, that one time you had a good time, that one time you were strong, that one time you overcame, that one time you had support, that one time you felt loved. Remember that one time? All it take is one time. Ask Nas. All it take is one time, one mic, one thought, one dream, one atom, one bell. Anyways, let's move on. Let's see. Where all this started. Started from the bottom. Now we're started on the mama side. I told you, matriarch, Queen of Swords. It started with your mother. It started with this Empress energy. Where did it all start? How did it all start? What's the origin? What is going on? Page of Cups. Entitled. I told you, started from the beginning. Started from the bottom. You was born into this. Page of Cups is, everything started off innocent. You did start off innocent. You didn't start off chaotic, just like that Obatwala. It's the truth. Everything started out cool, calm, and collected, just like it was supposed to be, right? Put right in the position. And then things changed. The Wheel of Fortune. Life happens, right? Then life happens. Life happened. Ace of Swords in reverse. Four of Swords in reverse. Conflict, fights, competition, lies. No honor. Remember, life happened. You was born innocent. Then life happens. You was betrayed, cut out, rejected. Like I said, you was in competitions. You didn't even know you was in competition. Cousins, cups, energy. That's definitely family energy. Sister, brother, auntie, uncle, cousins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could have came from a family with a whole bunch of cousins, a whole bunch of brothers and sisters, at least 6 other. It's so funny because in that last video, I think it was like 6 people that was jealous. So make sure you check out that last video. You're going to have to go through the transcript. I think I did it kind of like right at the beginning though. Origin story. And if you notice, this deck is in the upright. These things are flipping out in reverse. Four of Wands. And the Three of Wands. Reverse. Yeah, I feel like, you remember when I said that somebody went out there and was in the wilderness or was separated from their family, rejected, however it was, whatever ended, the good times ended, right? And I feel like it was so far along, that's why you can't remember those good times, those happy times, because you done lost honor, you done been lied to, betrayed, right? People that stalked you, you done stopped putting in effort, like you done been through so much, it's so chaotic. The scout, that's like somebody trying to get evidence, the stalker, right? Somebody trying to it's not honorable, trying to find information up on you, but leaving you out, not letting you be a part of it. Somebody with some big teeth or a big gap try to come in between you and your dream, you and your family, you and your friends, you and this level up, right? They don't want you to get it. It's out of their hands, though. It's out of everybody's hands. This is Wheel of Fortune. Spirit is trying to bring us one step closer, one step higher, trying to take us higher. Ooh, didn't I say he's trying to take us higher? Ace of Pipes. Not that kind of high, but you know what I'm saying. Elevation, though. But he is trying to take us higher, because what do they have in their peace pipe? You know what I'm saying? It's in the description box too. Origin, how this all started. Stepping outside of your comfort zone. Look, traveling, getting out of your comfort zone. Two of Swords. Blocking out the truth. The mama side or the daddy side, blocking out the family belief. They were strong beliefs, though, right? This always giving kind of like prodigal son energy, blocking out beggars, like somebody keep on, you go to work and somebody come home, you got to feed the whole family, right? It's like nobody watching the kids. Like, you did a lot of things by yourself where it was a lot of people around you that should have been helping you. They was defensive. They left you out. They manipulated you. Manipulated you. Hi, the seventh son. How you doing? I just dropped a video, a short, whom the son set free. It's free indeed. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're doing right now, breaking generational curses. Getting ready to pass the throne, the torch. Elders preparing the next generation. It's critical. It was all innocent. Born, birth for the throne. Ready to go. The prodigal son, everything you needed, though. That's when everything got out of control, when you stepped outside of those strong, hard belief systems. Went out on your own, lost honor, lost support, got betrayed, stabbed in the back, got lost, basically. It's just the origin. You, them. If it's not you, it's them. You wonder why they act like that. That's why. It's part of their journey. Look, the journey is out here. The Belle's jar. Look, I said the Belle's jar, and look what came up the jar. The Ace of Cups. Holding on to the energy. Right, entitled. The Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Look at this. 7 of Cups. 8 Cups. Remember, that was a fear. Somebody leaving behind. These options, everybody can't go. That was somebody's fear. But the underlying energy is it's for you. If this is your birthright, even though you was the prodigal son, even though you stepped out, even though you went out, got heartache, got betrayed, lost everything. Spirit is about to put us, he said, renewal. Take us to a next phase. He about to heal our finances. He about to heal our minds. 6 of Swords is mental health. He about to cure depression, whatever it is that your family was struggling with. It's about to be solved. It's just only a matter of you accepting the responsibility. You or them, whoever it is that's next in line. I am great. I am great. Look at that custody battle, the captive. Look, the King of Pentacles. I said earlier, if it was anybody you wanted on your team, you want the King of Swords on your team for sure. This the other one that you want on your team, the King of Pentacles. That the King of Pentacles is captive. Somebody's money is held up. Property is held up. Loss of money, loss of property, loss of partner. Oh my God, I was just about to say that. Inheritance. See, you got to be cleaned up before this happened. Preparation, 8 of Pentacles. That's what Spirit's saying. The elders are, we know we can't live forever. We talked about it in the video, you know, where they chopping out people's heads now and putting them on other people's body, letting them live longer, hundreds of years. But hundreds of years is still not forever. I'm just being honest. 9 of Pentacles. Rising above. Rising up out. Overcoming. Look, he rising on top of the cactus. Overcoming. Floating above your problems. Above your problems. Strengthening the bonds. A twist in the tail. Somebody's about to have an unexpected change. Going from being sad to being happy. From being broke to being rich. From being rich to more rich. From rich to wealthy. But remember, the wheel go both ways. So it could be somebody going from wealthy to poor too. So be aware. Be aware. Oh, I wanted to see, tap into the outcome. Let's get the outcome. Let's see. What the hook go be? I don't know. Just put it in the... What the hook go be? The magician. I love this. The Magician in reverse. I love it because remember you got the Magician in the upright. The outcome, Magician in the reverse. I feel like that's the things that's that rising above the cactuses. Right, the things that were meant to take you out, that was meant to confuse you, not working, not being nervous, actually getting creative, actually being able to brainstorm. I feel like in the upright, you're a little nervous, not knowing which way to go. But I feel like in the reverse, it's like, hey, I ain't nervous. I'm going for it, going for what I know. Outcome. Hosting cowboy. Somebody don't want to be a hoe no more. And look, it's in the upright. Maiden of Shields. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, somebody want to change their routine. Somebody don't want to be a hoe. Don't want to be a deceiver anymore. It's changing. A manipulator. Outcome. Nobody's going to be able to manipulate anybody anymore. Use money over anything. Ace of Wands in reverse. Somebody is not impressive. And if it right, it's over. The Death card, the Resistance. Like I said, the wheel goes both ways. Somebody moving ahead to calmer waters, and somebody is about to be pressed for sure. So make sure that you're on the right side of the twist, right? You're not looking back. You're not replaying old events. I don't care if you got one positive thing that you ever did in your life. That's the thing that you constantly chew on. Strength, yeah, that's what brings you your strength. Strength is gonna be found in that one thing that was good for you, that one smile, that one dance, that one time you overcame. 6 of Cups. When you overcame. When you overcame. When you thought something was gonna be good, when you went off the origin story and ended up being all tore up, bad, chaotic, almost cost you your life, all kinds of defamation. I wanted to say deformities, but then defamation of character, like all kinds of lies, that gossip is out here. Not tending to your priorities. It's out here, everything just got all whack. Remember, it's a mature response moving forward, getting help for mental health issues, family issues. And then it's an immature response. Resisting, rejecting. Ten of Cups, happy family. On the way to what? Joy and stability. Happiness, something to celebrate. Happy family, 10 of Cups. And the 6 of Cups, yes. I love it. Having better relationships with the family. Let's see. There's a couple of things I want to touch on before I get up out of here. I wanted to see this aggressive behavior. I don't want nobody to get stabbed now. Look, 5 of entanglements, commitments, entanglements. Because it's out here. Somebody already done got stabbed. It's out here again. You feeling like you got to protect yourself at any cost. You or them. The police might be called, be well. Let's see. Who is this aggressor? Who is the aggressor? Let's get the signs. Who is this aggressor in the family? In our surroundings? Household surroundings. Who is this aggressor? King of Wands is out here. Remember, one of the choices to be handed the torch is the King of Wands. King of Wands, born to lead, then that's it. That's why they're so aggressive. Then the Queen of Pentacles, entitled, self-serving. Look, then we got the Knight of Pentacles. So we got Taurus, we got Virgo, we got Aries, we got Sagittarius. Watch your boundaries, guard your territory. I don't like this because, you know, usually this person is somebody, this the wounded warrior, and we talking about who is the aggressor. So make sure that you pay attention to your surroundings. Somebody that's penny pinching, money problems. Somebody that's having money problems. Somebody that's paying Peter. Somebody that's robbing Peter to pay Paul, or somebody that actually have a secret family, because we got 6 Pentacles out here that's giving to 2, or somebody that just needs to get control over their finances, balance how they spend their money. So we got fights against money, fights against boundaries. We got people that's overwhelmed, oppressed. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is oppression from the community, oppression from the system. Remember, I said that the family, somebody's trying to pressure somebody, aggressively trying to make somebody do something for the better or the best of the family. Look, spilled drinks. We talk about those spilled drinks. That's what. That's what's gonna get somebody cut. Okay. It's 3 of Cups energy. Partying at a party. Be aware. Social. This like a kickback. This not no big celebration or wedding. This like outside kickback, barbecue. Just a family get together. Like not even no big one. Just like an impromptu, like how the cousins come together or something like that. Somebody might get into a fight with their partner, I'm telling you. Somebody jealous out here, holding on to something too tight. Somebody needs some space in a relationship. Look, it came out again. Somebody needs some space in a relationship. 3 of Cups. Somebody do need some fun. Right? You do want to go out, but be aware of drinking too much wherever you go. Like ain't nobody saying don't take your partner nowhere because they be on there drinking. They don't know how to act. No, just have a 2-drink minimum. 3 might be too many. 3 to 5 is way too many, or 3 to 5, yeah, because at 5 drinks they like this. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them get to 5. 3 drinks is enough, or a couple of cocktails, so wind me down. Right, and then it's time to go. Right, yes, you can overcome this addiction. You can overcome alcoholism. You can overcome being stuck in the house. Look, that's why they don't want to take you out, because you don't know how to act. They like, nah, we just go stay in tonight, Netflix and chill. Nah, because you remember what happened last time you went out. But see, that's that immature mentality. What happened last time y'all went out. No, you can't think about what happened last time you went out. You just got to be prepared for the next time you go out. Because the last time was the last time, but it's going to be a next time if the Most High say the same. Last time was the last time, but what about the next time? You know what I'm saying? Who is this aggressive King of Wands? Who is this aggressive King of Wands? Somebody want to get back together. Somebody who feelings was hurt. Somebody that didn't know how to talk right. Somebody that had bad money problems. I told you money was a problem. Right, but they want to get back to peaceful times. I don't know. They going about it wrong. How you gonna want to get back to peaceful times, but you yelling at people, roaring around, you know, using your authority over people? Spirit said, chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out. Chill out. They need to chill out. They need to take a chill pill. It might be you. Somebody need to take a chill pill, this King of Wands energy. What about this Queen of Pentacles that's self-serving? They want to do everything they self. They feel like they can do it. If they don't do it, it ain't going to get done. That's why they so upset. Important news. Everything's moving right along. But this is 8 Wands. What got them so aggressive is things keep on coming. It's keep going, keep building, right? You got news to keep, but you can't do it all alone. That's why they aggressive. Shit, look, they need to learn how to delegate the task and get some help. That's why the matriarch, that's why the elder is like, look, I'm getting old. I can't keep going out here taking care of 50 acres, okay? Now, we got a whole family out here, and all we got to do, if everybody get an acre, half an acre, you ain't got to get enough for everybody get half an acre to go and mow and take care of. Then we'll be all right. But yeah, it's somebody out here that's upset and aggressive because they're trying to take on too much instead of using what they got. Or saying no. Like, you can't do everything. Who is this Knight of Pentacles? This go-getter. This aggressively trying to pressure somebody into something. I feel like somebody trying to make somebody do something. Oh, it's because they scared. It's a Knight of Pentacles out here that is aggressive because they really scared. Remember what we talked about, backing scare people up into a corner, right? Everybody that's scared don't turn around. Some of them act out, come out that corner screaming and scratching. Okay, somebody could have got aggressive. Somebody could have found some scratches. Be aware if you're a Knight of Pentacles, or if they're a Knight of Pentacles. If you go in a fight with a Knight of Pentacles, beware of them scratching. Don't get your eyes scratched at. Anyway, what about this territory? Somebody territorial. It's aggressive about what's theirs. Okay, they say this it's theirs and theirs and it's theirs. They messed up a gift. And they want to be mad at you. Ain't that some... They ruined things. They waited too late to change stuff. They bit the hand that fed them, and then they don't want to let you have no space. They don't want to let you have no new life. They guarding you. They're keeping you closed off from healing by any means necessary. I don't like that Ten of Swords. I don't like this Ten of Swords. I don't like this Four of Swords. I don't like this Three of Swords. But we talking about aggressive energy. Swords. A lot of stiff conversation, childish conversation, immature conversation, a bunch of yelling, a bunch of screaming, a bunch of cussing people out. A bunch of painful lessons. 10. Difficulties are ending though. The chains are breaking. That renewal. Remember I said somebody's actually starting to trust in something. Yeah, look. Someone's actually starting to trust themselves in the decisions that they making. Peace. It's coming together. Bad karma is over for some. Whoever these aggressive people is, I feel like bad karma is just getting started for them. It's a twist. Who is this trying to hold on too tight? Ace of Wands right over the Ace of Wands in reverse. Somebody that probably missed the opportunity with you because they had too many possibilities, right? They want to hold on to you. They was holding back from you. You wasn't getting the one. They was giving the one to somebody else. But they still want to hold on. When they want to hold on, and then they mad because when they come back, then you don't want the one. You rethinking it like, baby, I don't know where you in this one being. Yeah. Be aware. They're gonna be aggressive. If you don't want this one, you don't take this one, you might have to fight. Remember we talked about that. People just find just so irresistible. Ugh, that's so boring. Wait a minute. First, learn how to spell before you be trying to come in somebody comment section and try to talk down on it. Like, that's so... Like, before you try to bully somebody, like, get your face straight. You can tell a bully. They usually are less educated. Because they too busy talking instead of listening. Right? You're supposed to be able to come in and listen. Don't judge. Remember, the master learner is out here. They ain't even learned how to spell boring. How you go run a family and you worried about it something boring or fun, and spirit trying to tell you we on the path to joy and stability. Not fun, joy. People don't even know what joy is. They ain't used to joy. Y'all ain't had no joy. Y'all out here empty. You out here empty, cat. You out here empty. You don't have no joy. You out here losing gifts. You got the gift of life in reverse. You got you losing followers, center stage. Ain't nobody looking up to you no more. Look at your actions. Your attitude determine your altitude. You might not never have nothing. Ace of Cups in reverse. But anyway, Spirit-led cornbread fed, let no weapons form against us prosper, and every tongue that rises against us shall be condemned. Now let's see, who is this acting crazy, spilling these drinks all over everybody at the party, having to call the laws on. Ooh. Libra, we got a double Libra. Somebody got to take the bitter with the sweet. So a bitter person, that's why they get drunk. That's why they drink like this. Then they get drunk, they start remembering all the old stuff, that immature behavior. And they go from this little cute cuddly beast right here to this beast right here. Cancer, Libra energy. Aquarius, Cancer, Libra, strong Libra, double Libra. We got Libra. Let's see. Let's call out these signs for these aggressive people. Sagittarius. Aries. Libra, Sagittarius, Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Libra. Sagittarius, any Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Gemini, Capricorn, any Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, Libra, Cancer, Aquarius. It's a bunch of aggressive people out here. Spirit say, don't take your eyes off of them either. Ooh. Don't take your eyes off of them either. Spirit-led cornbread fed. And it came out, it wouldn't even let me put it in the deck. So a lot of this stuff they going on is in their mind, in their head, or just trying to get something that's not theirs, get what's in search of your dream. Somebody with these mental, somebody's gonna be triggered out here. Lord, who is supposed to be triggered? Who and who first? Who's about to be triggered? A Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Queen of Swords is Libra energy. But it could be any air sign. They're about to be triggered. That's because they know they're trying to involve themselves in too much stuff. It could be this Queen of Pentacles, or they could be getting triggered by this Queen of Pentacles. Somebody bringing in, because it says absorbs everything. Absorbing too many, that's like giving busybody energy. And family. Oh, somebody about to spoil a family event or a family function. Tell me. Somebody just triggered this Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, strong Libra. We got Libra, 3 of Swords, Libra, 4 of Swords, Libra, 2 of Swords, Queen of Swords, strong Libra. Why they supposed to trigger this Libra, why is Libra getting triggered? Something is an illusion. Something is an illusion. They thought they were supposed to get back to a peaceful times, and it was all a fantasy. Somebody had other options. And that's go trigger when they find out that somebody got other options. This was to trigger this Libra. I already have, look, a warning of loss or sorrow. Beware. 5 and 7 is 12. 3 cups. Be aware of this Libra spilling drink. This the energy. Be aware. Warning of loss, sorrow, change of scenery. Losing everything. Yeah, they trigger because it ain't no more room in the relationship for nobody else. That's what they say. 7 and 5 of cups, 7 of cups. I mean, God dog. Okay, let's just go trigger the Libra. And what else? Do I want to ask, is there anything else we need to know about this family? What about this family secrets? Family secret. Somebody trying to move. Somebody trying to move in with a partner that's a more energetic match. We did get that. Putting the past behind them. Somebody's keeping it a secret. Yeah, sneaking out 7 of Swords. Can't control everything. King and Queen of Cups. Energetic match. 6 of Swords. Spirit guides. That's their permission. Permission to move forward. I like that. What about this secret family? Secret family. A little more time. Somebody is saying just wait. Somebody is saying just give them a little bit more time. Look, you go get something well deserved. Now, I don't know if it's just that one. They're using somebody for sex. This secret family, King of Pentacles. Sex is perfect. Money. 6 and change for money. Relationship based on finances. $10 though. It's time for divine unions. Somebody about to get in a divine union. This secret family. See, and the King of Pentacles is somebody that is married. But this married person is saying, just wait a minute. I'm going to leave them. I'm going to be yours. It's going to be over, then everything going to take out. If you believe that, I got some property to sell you. Look, better not believe it. You're too smart for that. Go back to the drawing board. If you know somebody got a secret family, if you know that somebody got a secret family, go back to the drawing board. Right? Pursue happiness. Anything else about these family secrets? Check the motives of what somebody's trying to create. Check the motives of why they trying to have these conversations now. Check even the elders, right? Check the motives. Everybody ain't tired. Some people just doing a temperature check. But Spirit say, what do you really want to create? Keep that in your mind. And finish what you started. Keep it in your mind. Finish what you started. You'll go get them. You're not going to get bored. Just remember to take time. Health, spa. You're not going to get bored. Focus on your task. and stop putting in effort when it's time to stop putting in effort. Get rest when it's time to get rest. The Spirit said, if you praying, you don't need to worry. That's somebody's real obstacle. To learn how to just be cool, calm, and collected, pray, and don't worry about it. I don't know if we got enough time to get a encouraging word before my phone go dead. Let's try. Look, invite help. Confirmation rule the nation. The blueprint. Invite help. Somebody share that, but remember, the help must share the same values, beliefs, and be committed, just like you. Be courageous. Take the steps that you are shown. Be courageous. Take the steps that you have shown. Might need to rewatch this video. Go watch the last video. There's a lot of information in that last video. I'm dropping the shorts from now until tomorrow all night or whatever to get them all done. But individuality, only one. Every person have their own plan, have their own journey. That's what Spirit said. Be courageous to walk your journey. Right? That was the first energy that came out. It was the true fear. Standing out in the crowd, doing your own thing. Right? Pay attention to the signs, synchronicities. Spirit clearing out some stuff. It's all love. He clearing out some stuff so you can have a real companion. Ain't no secret families. Look, accept it. So you'll be in a position to receive. I love that. Be patient, y'all. It's in the mix. It's in the working. Let's see what's going on. Spirit-led, cornbread fed. Okay, until next time. Namaste.